Hello everyone. I'm trying something new here. Just offering some like pretty inexpensive readings, $5 for you to watch me play around with my hair. No, I'm just joking. That part is free. For free you can watch me fix my hair and be annoyed with my hair. But anyway, yeah, if you send me a super chat, $5 would give you 10 minutes. I have a timer over here set. Hello, whoever's here. It's nice to see people. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Try new things. It's always good to try new things. I have done readings in live streams before, but I did it a little differently. I didn't do it via super chat. But I know that that is easier for people than to, you know, go off of YouTube and make a payment and for me to check and see that you've made the payment and all that. Super chats are just easier. Plus, it's kind of fun. So I've been thinking a lot about karma today. Yeah, like what karma means and what do I have to say about that? Like I think that karma is definitely more than just rewards and punishments. In some ways it's about balancing out our lives. In some ways, as I was thinking today, because I'm planning to do what's your karmic meter? Where are you at on the karma meter? Type of pick a card reading. So first I did the reading for myself just to see how it went. And I was very confused by the response I got. And then I sat with it and did a little further exploration. And then finally I understood it. But I didn't understand it at first. Which means, you know, when I go to do the pick a card, it might be the type of pick a card where instead of just like shuffling and spontaneously giving them the message while I'm recording, I might have to kind of do some pre-work, you know, and like really marinate with it, because karma's no small matter. But what I learned when I got the answer for myself, first of all, it wasn't any sort of judgment of me or anything like that, but it was more like an idea of where I am on my journey. So I always thought that was more like dharma, but I guess karma and dharma are connected. Not only do they rhyme, but they seem to be connected perhaps. But my karma is that I'm coming out. I mean, it kind of is what you would normally think of as karma, because I think my spirit guides explained that I'm coming out of a period of having to go through a tough time in order to return to my normal. And I'm getting ready to return to my normal, but with greater wisdom. And I think my karma was asking me, you know, just to keep my mind open to continue to learn. And it's kind of like when you go on vacation and then you come back to your life and you're fresh and you're ready to go. Although my vacation was not a vacation, it was kind of a very difficult period of my life, which I'm still in. But I think my karma reading that I did for myself helped me to see that maybe I'm coming to the end of it. Well, I don't think I can type into the chat. I wish I could. But if I could type into the chat, I would type in there, I'm free and available for a reading, because people are popping in and they hear me talking. And maybe they think I'm doing a reading for someone else. This is great, by the way, if you're a sugar-free soda person. Hello, whoever's watching. I am free if you're interested in getting a reading. or just chatting with me. It's Dr. Pepper Zero Strawberries and Cream. Very good. I don't often see it, but I saw it at the store last time I was there and I got some. At the end of this can. Hello to whoever is watching. Go ahead and feel free to chat in the live stream, even if you're not getting a reading. Like, nobody's getting a reading currently, so we can just chit chat. You can take a moment to decide if you want a reading or not. Just chatting is free, right? I'm not gonna, my name is Gabby. I can talk about most anything. But I do a lot of readings on keen.com, and 10 minutes. You can get a lot done in 10 minutes, actually. Over the years, I've honed my ability to read quickly. And then I also always have, on my website, you can order video recorded readings, and then you can kind of, you know, that just goes a little bit more in depth, and there's no rushing or anything like that. Got my ear warmer headband on. Somebody say something in the chat. Usually people are chatting more when I do a live stream. If anyone is saying anything in the chat, it is not showing me. I don't see anything yet. Oh, hello! Is one question free? Hi, Silver Arrow. No, I'm trying out, I mean, $5 is pretty inexpensive, and you can ask as many questions as you want. I mean, we can just chat about anything, but in terms of a question for a tarot reading, if you just want my opinion and me to babble and chat about something, you can ask anything. But if you're wanting a reading, that would be $5. Yeah. Which I think is pretty reasonable for 10 minutes. It's a cute little hand. Pink hand, pink waving hand. Yeah, so I was kind of talking about karma, Silver Arrow. I know you like spiritual discussions, so maybe you can weigh in about karma. But I was kind of understanding where I'm at earlier in my own karmic cycle or whatever, my karmic journey, which is a never-ending journey, right? But I was thinking about doing a pick a card reading, like, where are you at on the karma meter or something like that, as a topic, but I decided to do it for myself first, which sometimes I do, especially if it's a topic that I've never done before, just to be like, would this actually work as a pick a card reading? You know, like, what kind of answers are we going to get? Will I be able to translate it in a way that makes sense? So for this specific question, it was not easy for me to understand it. I might still do it as a pick a card reading, but I'll probably have to do some prep work and really like marinate with the cards to really get to the meat of the message. You test them out on yourself. Do you have a channel, a YouTube channel? But yeah, I've seen your channel before. You do have a YouTube channel, right? But yeah, for this one, I really felt like to get to the meat. Yes. I knew that, and I don't know, I'm forgetful. But anyway, I feel like that my spirit guides were trying to say that I've had to go through a period of learning, and that's where I'm at. The Page of Swords is the card that came up, and it's interesting because that came up earlier to me when I just asked my spirit guides, like, what's the most important thing for me to know? And it's the Page of Swords. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I'm supposed to learn. Like, I do like learning, but I'm like, I wasn't understanding it. But then when I marinated with it a little bit, Okay, yeah, take your time. I'm just babbling anyway. You can block me out if you need time to think, but yeah, it was basically like I've been accumulating a clarity, and they want me to be open to more clarity. And then they gave me the Eight of Cups and the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So it's like, it's interesting because the Eight of Cups is like moving on from something, but it was followed by the Six of Cups, which is like returning to something from the past. And I was like, okay, so I'm moving on from this current place where I'm at, but in a way I'm going back to the way things were before, which is interesting because sometimes I get people asking me, when will life return to the way that it was before? You know, it's the whole like, we can return to things, but it's like, you know, you can't put your foot into the same river twice type of thing. Like, so I think my spirit guides were letting me know that my life is about to start getting back to how it was before I went through these series of calamities, but I'm going back to it with a new mindset and with an open heart and with a greater love for what I do, which is very true. Like, I have changed so much, and been recording pick a card readings more lately, which I used to get excited about, and you know, I lost the love for it, and then I lost so much, lost my sense of purpose, and I don't know, blah blah blah, talking about me. But in any case, like, I was like, well, in what sense is this karma? You know, because we think about karma isn't necessarily just rewards and punishments. It's also about, are you learning? And are you open to continue to learn and to reapply yourself or apply yourself differently? So are you learning the lessons, or are you getting in a cycle of just repeating the pattern over and over? You know, sometimes maybe that is our karma, to be stuck in the purgatory of repeating cycles. Thank you to whoever left a thumbs up. But anyway, I don't know. Karma is interesting. We get forced sometimes to learn things, to have aha moments. It's not easy always to have an aha moment. Sometimes it's disillusioning. Hi, we've got 5 people watching. If anyone just wants to chat about something, you have something you want to talk about, spiritual, metaphysical, you want to talk about Sasquatches, we can do that while we're waiting for someone to order a reading, because I do like to just chat, and I am an extreme introvert, but sometimes I like to be social. I went to a presentation recently at the public library where I live, and it was this guy who runs the Kentucky Research Organization for Sasquatches. I don't know the official name, but the Kentucky Sasquatch Research Organization, or something like that. It was interesting. He was telling stories about his experiences. He doesn't believe necessarily in the more paranormal aspects of Sasquatches, which some people do. You know, because I guess one explanation that some people have for why it's so difficult to find Sasquatches is, I don't know if I even exactly knew this, but that they have access to other dimensions. They can step in and out of other dimensions, which I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but what I do think is interesting, and I asked him a question at the end, because when I've read online about Sasquatches, one of the things that made me start to believe it actually is that there are so many people have these reoccurring experiences. Like, some of the same experiences. How should I word this? A lot of people who meet Sasquatches report the same types of things, right? So it feels that there's a certain level of confirmation there with that, right? One of them is that Sasquatches have a really foul smell. And the other one is that these people, a lot of them have experienced telepathy, like spontaneously, where they can hear the Sasquatch communicating with them, but it's in a telepathic way. And I asked the guy, I'm like, because he goes around, he finds people who've had these experiences. And yay! All right, Silver Arrow. And I asked him, and he said, yes, even the people that he has spoken to, there have been multiple of them who report this telepathy with Sasquatches. But he said he thinks it's more of a psychological thing where the fear is kicking in. And instead of you thinking that your own mind is telling you to get away, you are, I don't know, psychologically turning it into, oh, the Sasquatch is telepathically communicating with me. I don't know. But anyway, all right. All right, so let me read your question here. I would like a message from my guides about what they are proud of me for achieving recently. What have I done well lately? And by the way, I'm going to start the timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to shuffle before I start the timer, but you can ask multiple questions as well because you have 10 minutes of time. So we'll start with this one, and if you have more time, then keep asking until you're out of time. All right, and I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on my hands. I have not started the timer yet, so I'm going to be giving you as much. I'm going to give you all your time. Let me clear my energy here. All right, so what are your spirit guides proud of you for achieving recently? What have I done well lately? Okay. Oops. Well, I get the Ace of Cups, first of all, just jumping out of the deck. So, of course, I mean, love. They're always proud of us when we can, like, be loving and find the love, you know. But that just kind of goes with the spiritual territory. But what else are they proud of you for? The King of Wands. Okay. And the Prince of Cups. I feel like they're proud of you for being strong and being someone who is willing to assert yourself. They're proud of you for your ability to assert yourself. And I think it's like an ability to assert yourself maybe in multiple different ways. Okay, I'll definitely look into that as well. Yeah. But yeah, they're proud of you for being able to assert yourself. And it's like, I don't know, both of these, on both of these pictures, like the mouth is closed. But it feels like there's a lot coming from the eyes. So it's like, to me, it feels like maybe you can assert your boundaries with people very strongly, but almost in imperceptible ways, or like with your body language, with giving someone a certain look. It's like you found a way to assert your boundaries without maybe causing problems for yourself, you know, because sometimes, like, for example, if we assert our boundaries through just spouting off to someone, sometimes that can get us into trouble, right? And maybe you have done that, but I think that what they're saying here is they're proud that you found ways to kind of let people know, like, okay, there's the line. And you're doing it in such a way that is self-protective at the same time, because nobody could be like, what a horrible person. She gave me the look, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get in trouble for giving someone the look. And yet at the same time, you've been able to assert these boundaries. And sometimes it might even be, I feel like, with energetic or in an emotional way, but you're protecting your boundaries in a lot of ways, and they're proud of it. And she's saying, yes, very true. Boundaries have been a big issue with my family. So thank you for confirming that. Let's see. I feel like also they're proud of you for dreaming big, but at the same time not being too hard on yourself, right? Because we can do both. We can dream big, and we can do that in a way where we're not like putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves. Like we're taking it easy, but our mind is open. Our actions are open. We're open. We're looking ahead. We're thinking of the possibilities. We're excited with this Two of Wands. And what I also notice is this guy has like great posture. And it's like this confidence, like, you know what? There's a lot that I'm capable of. And I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Trace. I'm still in Silver Arrow's reading for about 7 more minutes. So definitely stick around so I can give you your reading. All right, I appreciate that. And yeah, so looking ahead, knowing that there's so much you can accomplish, but also taking it easy on yourself, not putting too much pressure. But like, and this is good because I feel like your spirit guides are saying you want to be, as you're cultivating new phases of your life or pursuing new opportunities, you want those new opportunities to also be experiences that bring you a sense of peace, like with this Four of Swords. Like you don't want to be constantly stretched thin, you know, like you want that balance in your life, work-life balance, you know, basically. All right, anything else? But they do also feel at the same time, like I'm getting dual here, they do also feel like you are challenging yourself. Like, yes, you're not pressuring yourself too much, but you are also still challenging yourself, right? Because we have the Two of Swords in reverse and the Prince of Swords. And the manner in which you're challenging yourself is... I don't know. I mean, I think it's like you're challenging yourself, but in a self-compassionate way, basically. You're being compassionate towards yourself. All right. I don't know how long you want to stick on this portion of the reading. Because we got 5 minutes left, so I want to go ahead. I want to know about a special person. I've let go of being in a relationship and don't really care either way. But if there's a person coming in soon. So you're asking... is there a new person coming in soon? Because you said you wanted to ask about a special person. I don't know if that meant that there's an existing person you want to ask about as well. If so, I do need their name, or at the very least their initials. But we'll look at the new person. Is there anyone new coming into her love life? I'm getting a no. So I just have to be honest in what I see. Okay. I'm getting a no for that, for significant new connection, because I have 2 cards reversed out of the 3. I mean, I kind of feel like your spirit guides are saying slow and steady wins the race. Like, don't sweat it that there's nobody new coming in. We have the 10 of Cups reversed, the 5 of Pentacles reversed. It's kind of like, even if someone new did come in, it's like you're not in the right. It wouldn't necessarily make you happy. You know what I mean? It almost like it would upset the balance of your happiness in a way. So I'm getting a no, and a slow and steady wins the race. I mean, you will eventually. I just don't see it happening soon. I do feel also like there's a little bit of resistance to being loved. So on this Six of Cups card, like this guy is kissing her, but she's kind of like very stone-faced and kind of cold and like looking away. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which is also like a fending off type of energy, like I'm fending off. And then, you know, this same Six of Cups image repeats itself on the Seven of Cups. You're a heartbreaker, also, because there are people, or there have been people, or at least one significant person who wants to be able to love you, and you won't let this person in. This is how this person feels about you, because they're remembering trying to give you this love, and you kind of like pushed it away. So anyway, that's just an extra insight that's coming through. Okay, we've got 1 minute 47 seconds. So if there's anything else you want to ask, you can always add time onto your reading as well if you want to ask more, or wait a while and maybe get another one in a little while after Trace. But we do have a moment left. I'm not sure if you have anything else to ask, but I do feel like your spirit guides are just saying in general as well, like going back to what they're proud of you for. You are getting past certain patterns, because we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Upright, it is about like we're stuck in a cycle of a pattern, and it's not a fun pattern. It's a very stressful pattern. And but they do feel like you're making progress, Silver Arrow. So I want you to know that. They feel like you're bursting past these barricades that have held you back. You're breaking cycles in your life, and you're moving forward and like getting to a better place with things. And in particular, because we have the Prince of Wands reversed, it might have to do with maybe creating more stability for yourself and not being so impulsive, like breaking patterns when it comes to impulsivity. All right. Thank you, Nina. All right. Well, I appreciate it. We've got 2 seconds left. The timer's about to go off. Nina, I really appreciate you getting a reading. Trace is currently up right before you, though, because Trace has already made their payment. So if Trace, are you still here? For your reading? I'm going to... Okay. And did it, I'm assuming it made you pay $6.99 because you're paying in Canadian dollars. So that would be like the 10-minute reading, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be a stickler on the number of minutes. Like, I'll make sure that I answer your questions, but thank you, Nina. I appreciate that. But I've got, okay, I guess so. All right. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm going to be learning a lot. I'll probably like allow you a few more minutes since you paid more than $10. I don't understand how it works. I'm not good at converting money, but all right. So we can take more than 10 minutes if it requires that, basically. But you're looking for your advice from your guides about how to get through. Okay, it's about $5 in US. Okay. Looking for advice from your guides about how to get through a stressful situation. And Trace, are you use male pronouns or female? Normally I've seen Trace as a male name. And I just I don't want to refer to you incorrectly, because when I communicate to your guides, I'll be referring you to sometimes in the third person. You're a woman. Okay. Okay. So it's more like Tress. Tress, maybe. I'm even mispronouncing it, maybe. But regardless, whatever. All right. About how to get through a stressful situation. If you want to give me more information about what that stressful situation is, that's fine. If you want me to do it more in a cold reading type way, that's fine. But I will see what they have to say about that. I have not started the timer yet. Okay, a conflict between you and another person. And what are that person's initials? Or at least one initial. You can also give their first name if you're willing to. But that'll help me tune in to the situation. C. Okay, conflict with C. And then Nina will be up next. All right. I'm going to pour some salt on my hands. I have not started the timer yet, so don't worry. I'm not wasting your minutes. I'm going to clear the energy here. Okay, and you can continue to communicate back and forth with me during the reading. So if you want to respond to anything that I'm saying or ask further questions as we go on, you can. Again, we have, we have time here. And I'm starting that 10-minute timer now. But we'll be flexible with the time if we need to. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into the situation here between you and C and this conflict. I don't want to give too many details for my own privacy. If there is time left, I would love to know if I will find a long-term partner. Okay, absolutely. All right. So this is your energy, the Chariot card. This is the energy that you and C share, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And then this is C, the King of Pentacles. So I mean, first of all, whatever this conflict is, both of you are concerned with what the long term is. Both of you are also, we have the Seven of Swords. I think both of you are being a little bit cautious and withholding information from each other, or like not letting the other person know exactly what's going on. I just know that there's a shared concern with the future and laying down the foundations for the future. On your end with the Chariot, we have it clarified with the Death card. So I think when it comes to you and C, you feel a very deep, I mean, this is all water energy. Like, this is someone who's very personal to you, very close to you, but also, I'm not sure if you necessarily trust this person. Like, I think that you feel that you would love it if you could have a close relationship. I mean, you do have a close relationship with them in a sense, but I think it's almost like you feel a lot of need to protect yourself when it comes to this person. I know you're asking for advice. We're going to get to that in a moment, but I'm just kind of reading into the energies so far. Yeah, I feel like you're really holding a lot back from C. It's like you may feel like you have to hide certain aspects of your life, or You just can't tell them everything. You can't trust them with everything. You can't trust them to know everything. I think you actively don't want C to know about you and about your life right now necessarily. I think you are afraid that C is going to be, what's the word? Almost like a vulture. What's the word? Like parasitic or something. Like if they find out information about you, they'll use it against you or slander you. You're afraid of them. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm spot on. Thank you for that confirmation. And like I said, if we need to stretch the time to get the full answers out here, we can do that. But I think we'll probably answer it in time. It's just, okay. So that's it. And on their end, I think C really wants to look like the person in charge. C really wants to look like, I'm the one who is very responsible. I'm the one who's very mature. I'm the one who follows the rules. I'm the one who, I don't know. It's like they want to look like the person of stability between the two of you. Both of you want stability. Both of you are actually actively cultivating stability because that was the shared energy. But I feel like this is someone who wants to look like, I am an upstanding member of my community. And in whatever their energy, whatever this conflict is with you, they are definitely projecting an image of, well, I've just done everything that I've done because I'm being responsible. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, so I'm going to stop repeating it. But they definitely want to look responsible here. But when I ask what their energy actually is, I get the Three of Cups in reverse. So this can be someone who's like really overindulgent or just thinks of people as playthings. People are to be used up like a bottle of water, you know, like we drink a bottle of water, then we throw the bottle away. It's almost like this is how they view people. And C is very good at reading people too with this Prince of Cups. And because, oh, like an angry divorce. Okay. All right. Because C is good at reading people, C is very good at using people up, like I just mentioned. But they don't want it to look like that. So if you're going through something that is a divorce or like a divorce, like they want to be the one who's like, I did everything I was supposed to do right in the marriage. Hierophant, King of Pentacles. I was like the textbook spouse, right? That's how they want it to look. But really, they're someone who uses people. Okay, how do you protect yourself? Okay, so, all right. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So this is what I see here. First of all, you're both the same in a way. It's just you are the actuality. You are the person who actually is being responsible. Whereas they're the other side of that coin. They're very good at putting out a facade of looking that way. You are the thing, and they are bearing the image of, I'm the person who's doing things the right way. I'm the upstanding, responsible person. So in order to protect yourself, first you have to understand that you're two sides of a coin. And that because of this, you're going to have to take risks in some way in order to deal with this person, because we have the Ace of Wands here. So there's some sort of risk to take. I think that the risk that you have to take is kind of coming across a little bit strong and firm, not being afraid to use the legal system, even if you have to your advantage in order to get the long-term outcomes that you need for your life, including that stability, your financial outcomes, etc. With this Princess of Swords, it's basically like, okay, this is how it is. Like, I think that you might at times be afraid that C has the ability to make you look like you're doing things the wrong way or you're breaking rules or something. You know what I mean? Like, they can make you look like the bad guy, and it's almost like they want to scare you off from asserting yourself. Because it's like, well, if I assert myself, maybe I'll look even more like the bad guy. But it's like, you have to be willing to risk putting the truth out there. And that's basically what you need to do to protect yourself, is to put yourself out, put the truth out there, assert the truth. Like, if you have people who are in common, whether it's in the legal system or just personally, and you're just like, I'm pretty sure C is misrepresenting things to people, like, you need to give the facts and give the information and let people know in a loving way. Just be like, listen, I feel like C might be saying certain things. I want you to hear my side of the story, basically. That's one way you can protect yourself. Getting your truth out there by telling your side of the story factually, right? But that's one way of asserting yourself. I think C wants to scare you off from doing that by making you feel like you're just going to make yourself look even more like the bad guy just by asserting yourself. And that just isn't true. It's a risk that you have to take. So I hope that is, you know, you need to be presenting the facts. That just keeps coming up. Like, put the facts out there. You might be afraid of doing that. Maybe you're even afraid that the facts will make you look bad, but it's not going to. He is scaring you. Yeah. Well, don't be scared to put factual information out and let other people know what has actually happened, what has actually occurred. Yes, you're afraid of all of that. So I know, and the time is going off, but I'm going to extend it a little bit, right? So we can get through all of this. Yeah. Trust that people are going to be willing, just as willing to hear your side as theirs. People are not taking sides here. And if C has scared you into thinking that and thinking that people have taken his side, don't believe that. That's a scare tactic, and it's not true. People have not taken C's side. That just has not happened. Okay. Well, I'm glad that it helps. I mean, I can tell you more about this, or we can answer your other question if you want. But I hope that helps. I mean, I think that basically was the answer in terms of how. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Nina. I appreciate it. If not, I think you can scroll back and hear it if you're not here. But if you want me to wait for you until you get back, I can wait for you until you get back as well. Because that way you can, yeah, I'll wait until you get back, because I want you to be able to respond to what I'm saying. So I'll still be here in 30 minutes, so no worries. Yes, people are seeing him for who he is a little bit, and that's why you don't have to worry that people are just automatically taking sides. Now, it isn't like they're taking your side either. They're just not taking sides. People are willing to hear both sides. It's fair and balanced. Hey, Rach. Okay, we have, I'm almost done with Trace, and then I can do your reading, Rach, and then Nina is going to be back. So let me put a note down here. But yeah, Trace, did you want me to answer the other question as well? 777. That's cool. I didn't even know it would let you put in a specific amount, which is why I priced it at $5. But that's cool that it lets you put those in. I like to use repeating numbers for things as well. Oh, you can edit it. I did not know. I did my research before I got on here because I've never taken payments in Super Chats before. So I went to other people's lives to see how it worked. Okay, and we have another one from Silver Arrow. Okay, I'll have to be... Okay, I'm not too focused on love right now, but I do really want a solid partner and wonder if it'll happen. Well, we can answer that really quickly. Just a yes or no spread with some insight, Tris. Okay. All right, well, this is really fun so far. Thank you, guys. Fun and hopefully healing and insightful. All right, is Trace going to find a solid partner? Well, thank God I got a yes. It's going to happen. I mean, I'm so glad because I hate giving no's for something like that, especially a point blank. This is the thing, though, before I tell you, I mean, it is a yes, so that's good, but I will just say about predictions, especially like things that could take a long time to come about. Nothing is necessarily set in stone unless it is an actual destiny, and there are very few things in our lives that are actually destined. Now, if something is destined, then it's destined. It's destined to happen, meaning it's going to happen in our lives, right? So there are things like that, but most things in our lives, you know, we can predict it, but like there's so much that can influence it. We can change our minds, other things can happen, like there's a lot that can happen to influence things. But I will just say, I am getting a yes. I get the 10 of Cups and the Empress upright and then the 7 of Wands reversed. So it's almost like, yeah, you're definitely attracting it. I mean, first of all, the Empress is Venus energy, so you are attracting this. And the 10 of Cups is great because it shows a happy partnership. It's like not only is it a solid relationship, it's one that will make you happy. I'm feeling some pain in my crown chakra. I don't know what that's about. And then 7 of Wands reversed. You know, it's like, I think maybe you're letting down your guard, or if there were blockages to it before, you've learned the lessons, because I get the 7 of Pentacles as well. So, you know, obviously things haven't been perfect so far along the way, but we don't have to be perfect, right? And I think maybe that's part of what you're learning, is that life doesn't have to be perfect, and that you are perfectly lovable. And I think also you're learning to be okay with taking your time with it. But in any case, the answer is yes for that. All right. Well, Nina's coming back in 30 minutes. So she said that if someone else pays for reading, they can go in front of her. Because I think it will be nice for her to be able to be here during her reading, so she can respond if she wants to respond to what I'm saying or ask clarifying questions or anything like that. All right, so Trace, I think that's everything for you. Okay, so we have Nina's coming back. Okay, next was Rach. Okay. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Trace. I enjoyed doing that. I'm in therapy for perfectionism. I'm in therapy just generally speaking, but I guess maybe I should work on perfectionism too, because that's an issue for me also. I get it. All right. So Rach, okay. I made a proposal to work with AM after doing a reading with you. No reply yet from her. Will she take action soon or should I move on? Okay. Therapy club high five. Yeah. My poor therapist. I was in a better mental space last meeting, but the 2 weeks before that, I was just not doing so great. I feel like I was draining her even. I felt bad. All right, so Rach, I have not started the timer yet. You, again, you purchased more than $5, so if, you know, we'll go over 10 minutes. We'll make sure you get your questions answered here, basically. But I have not started the timer yet. I'm going to shuffling. Okay, we're wanting to know about working with. Oh, that's a little extra for a tip. Thank you. Okay, we're talking about AM. Made a proposal to work with AM. Did I do a reading with you on Keen, or was this a reading that you ordered from my website? I'm just trying to connect the dots. I do a lot of readings. Okay, so, okay, from your website. All right, so let me pull into the energy of you. I've started the timer now. Wow, intriguing. Okay. Well, you are represented by the Justice card, so I feel like you got a good head on your shoulders. You've got really good discernment. I think both of you do have good discernment here because the Ace of Swords is the shared energy, and then it was months ago. Okay, well, I will pardon myself for not remembering then because I don't have a great memory. And then her energy is the Star card reversed. Even in reverse, the Star card is a pretty positive card. I mean, this is a yes, because we have 2 cards upright. I have to keep scrolling back to your question. Will she take action soon or should I move on? I think that she will take action soon. She will take action soon. And it will be positive action. Why is the Star card reversed? I think if it feels like she's been taking a while, I think it's just because she has been really mulling it over with this 7 of Cups. She's been looking at all of the possibilities. She's kind of like twisted herself in a knot, maybe like overwhelming herself by overanalyzing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, through going through that process, she has gotten to a place of clarity and she is going to respond to her. Her energy is so slow. So yeah, she is going to respond to you. And what is she going to say? I've got the Ace of Cups and the Prince of Cups. I mean, and the High Priestess. I mean, there's a sort of cautiousness here. Again, like she's twisting herself in a knot. It's almost like she's seeing monsters in the corner. There's a lot of things that she's kind of scared of about moving ahead. So, I mean, we have the Ace of Cups here. So when she responds, it will be, I think she'll say, yes, I do want to work with you. But she's wary about certain things. She has concerns. She has concerns. I don't think her concerns are about you. I think she is willing to work with you. I think it's just that she has concerns about this project or whatever it is that you all are thinking about working on. Yeah, it's like she wants to be very prepared, and I think she's I think she's scared that you will think that she is being too slow, but what she wants to do is be prepared, right? It's like she's seeing you as this full card, just like, ready to jump off the cliff. You know, not that she thinks of you negatively, but she's like this little dog, like, don't do it, don't do it, you know? I think she's almost afraid of saying that too, because she doesn't want you to feel criticized, because it's not a criticism of you. It's just she feels a little bit more comfortable moving more slowly and making sure that the two of you are fully prepared. And she thinks that you probably want to jump the gun a little bit more, and she's afraid of you, afraid that you will view the whole thing as a failure if it moves too slowly or if there's too much preparation work. Yeah. She's afraid of being judged by you, and she's afraid of you feeling judged by her because, I mean, I guess I've already explained it, but sometimes I repeat things just in case there's like some nuance is lost. But she needs there to be more preparation work, and she feels like you will think that in and of itself makes it a failure. Like, well, if we're not ready to launch, then, well, you know, what's the point? So basically, so let me see what the advice is to you. Well, the advice is the 9 of Wands, so I think that you probably should not rush in. Laws, but I get it. No one wants to look dumb. Yeah, right. She feels better having preparatory work. So, I mean, maybe you can express something like that to her, because the advice here is the 9 of Wands, but it's paired with the King of Wands. So it's kind of like, you also deserve to shine in whatever this is. You also deserve to have a say about how things proceed, right? So you don't want to give away your power. You do want to use that King of Wands energy. Like, you have very strong leadership qualities, and you should use those. But also the 9 of Wands is just saying, like, you know, it probably is not a good idea to jump in. Too quickly. And it's also not a good idea to jump in with her until you know that she understands that you do want to be able to have a leadership capacity here, right? You don't want to have to be like a backseat driver. You want to be someone who gets to call the shots here, or at least gets to call some shots. I think with the Lovers card, like as an equal, that you equally get to be calling the shots. Like, we're both bosses of this, right? It's not just one person is the boss. So I should be more cautious, and she should be more of the fool. Should she be more of the fool? Well, I think that she should be more willing to put herself out there. So the fool in that sense of like, let me put myself out there, and it's like forcing yourself to go out on stage. She needs to force herself to go out on stage and be seen, and not worry so much that she's going to get booed off stage. You know, I'm using that as a metaphor. Oh, thank you. I got these at a Dia de los Muertos festival. They don't match much except this very thing that I'm wearing, but I keep losing my earrings. This is the one pair of earrings I currently have. All right, so I hope that answers that question. If you have any other questions about this particular situation, go ahead and ask. Or if there are any other questions, we have about 3 minutes left. Your sister always loses an earring. Yeah. Oh, I have a crush on her. Keep a lid on it. Oh, this AM, the one that we were talking about. Okay, let's see what the advice is. Okay, yeah, that would be strange. Okay. It's like, please, don't make the reading go there today. Okay. Okay, so when I ask what you should do about that, I get the Prince of Swords. I feel like you need to gather a little bit more information first, you know. This is more like information gathering. Yeah, and then we have the Tower reverse. I don't think you need to do any like big reveals about your crush on her right now. Like, it's more like feel out the situation, gather more information. What does Rach need to know? We get the Judgment card. So first of all, I mean, I don't know if there's someone that she has been involved with or that she is involved with, but you need to know more about that. Like, you might think you know about who she's been involved with or whatever, but I feel like you need to know more about her relationship, where she's at in her life in terms of relationships. Like, is there someone she hasn't moved on with? Is there someone she's involved with? There's something like this. She's had a significant relationship that is still in the picture in some sense, either because she hasn't moved on from this person or she's still involved with them in some way. But basically, you need to find out if she's even ready for new love. I think that's basically what you need to ascertain here in terms of the information gathering. You said twin flame. Are you saying that she has a twin flame or that she is your twin flame? Because when people believe that they are in a twin flame, first of all, oftentimes they are. I've had it before. But like, it makes you a crazy person. Oh, she has a twin flame experience. Girl, that will make you a crazy person. I don't believe in it. I believe in it, but also, like, when you have that experience, because I can look back on the person. I mean, you can go to previous live streams that I've done where I talk about my twin flame or whatever. When I was still in it, when I first started this channel, I was like going through my twin flame thing. And it just, I think that there are reasons for us having twin flame experiences, but it's like, it isn't usually for us to actually get together in a stable union that is till death do us part. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it causes such a fixation on that person. And you would think that, what's the spiritual benefit of having a fixation? Well, I mean, it's like, what's the spiritual benefit of war existing? You know, we come into the earth plane to experience things that we don't necessarily experience when we're not in the earth plane. And this twin flame thing, it throws us for a head loop, but it changed me in a lot of ways that I needed to be changed. And I think it does that for a lot of people. And then eventually you're like, okay, thank God I can move on from that person and not be so fixated on them. Or fixated at all. I'm not fixated at all on this person. He does cross my mind sometimes. You have a lot of synchronicities with AM. She's a crazy person who happens to be cute. Ange, thank you so much for the £5. I almost said $5, but in this case it's £5. Okay, I'm going to put you on the list because I just finished with Rach. Nina's going to be coming back. She already purchased hers, but she hasn't gotten her reading yet. And Silver Arrow was next. And then we have Ange. So you're going to be after Silver Arrow unless Nina comes back first. Ange, does that make sense? Ange, £5. I'm making a note of this on notebook paper, and this proves how American I am. I don't know how to write the pound sign. It feels so bizarre to me to write the pound sign. I wonder if to Brits it feels weird to write the dollar sign. I don't know. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Silver Arrow is next. And then Nina's going to come back. She said 30 minutes, so she'll probably be a while still. Maybe another 20 minutes or so before she gets back. Okay, I'm trying to find Silver Arrow's question. Okay, Silver Arrow is asking, would it be in my highest good to move to a new place or even a new country? I don't feel at home here. Okay. Well, I hope if you're wanting to move to England that you know how to write the pound sign, unlike me. I'm just kidding. Okay. Do you want to say what those two places are, or at least give the initial of each? Because then I can read into the energy of each and give you more specific insights. I am largely English in my DNA, though. My DNA did not remember how to write the pound sign, though. English, Irish, Welsh, French. When I got my DNA, that one surprised me. Almost 17% French. And then like a sprinkling of Norwegian and Finnish. I didn't expect that either. Okay, so SF and F are two places. And then the other option would be to stay where you are. Okay. All right, let me clear my energy again. Well, I'm so glad this has been successful and people are showing up. I wasn't sure how it would go. I'm trying to learn how to take more risks in life myself. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to start off asking generally. Hi, Nora. Thank you so much. I'm going to put you behind Ange. So we do have a couple people in front of you. Yes, Queen B, I am still accepting requests, but we do have right now, so there's the reading that I'm starting, and there are 3 other readings. So basically I have 4 readings in front of you if you ordered now. So I just want you to know that, because I want you to be able to be here if you can when the reading happens. But I am still taking requests. If you want to get your place fixed in line, you can go ahead. But you don't have to be here. If you want to just come back later and watch the reading, you can do that, I suppose. But I don't know. Personally, I get a little anal retentive, and I would want to be here when my reading was happening if it was me. But you can get in line. I just want to make sure you're going to be here in, I don't know, half an hour or 40 minutes from now when I finally get to you, because Nina purchased 20 minutes, and then I have 3 other people who purchased 30, so it could even be 50 minutes. It could even be an hour from now. I just want you to know where we're at. Of course, you can leave and come back, but all right, I hope that gives you enough information, Queen Bee. Thank you so much for asking. right. And Nora, like, I hope you heard what I just said. I will get to you. So I've got Silver Arrow, Ange, Nina, and Nora. That's the list right now. Okay. Silver Arrow, I have not started your time yet, but I'm about getting ready to. All right, starting the time now for Silver Arrow. Thank you so much. All right. Is it best to move to another country? Was the overall question. Would it be in my highest good to move to a new place or even a new country? Okay. Well, I asked you to give me those initials, but I mean, they're saying no. And, you know, I mean, in the end, first of all, we'll look at the specific cards. We'll get more into it. But I do want to point out, like, there are times when I ask my spirit guides, and I end up doing differently than what they say. Because it's like, it just doesn't feel right to me. And this is my personal opinion, right? But I feel like it's okay for us to do that because in the end, this is our life. And we're meant to be making choices for ourselves. So moving somewhere is a choice that you can make. It's not up to your spirit guides to make the choice. But when you ask if it's in your highest good, we do get a no. And I've got the Prince of Cups. This guy keeps coming up. Look how dark and like brooding the Prince of Cups is in this deck. And we have the 5 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So Silver Arrow, I feel like they're saying no about it being in your highest good to move somewhere, partly because I feel like it's going to upset the balance of your life in multiple ways. Materially, because we have these 2 Pentacles cards reversed. It's going to cause upheaval for you financially or materially. And also, maybe even in terms of your emotional health with this Prince of Cups. I feel like your spirit guides are saying, question what your motives are. What is making you want to move? What's causing you to want, what's the real motivation here? I think that's what they want you to think about. There's some sort of inner conflict, or it could even be an external conflict that maybe you're trying to run from. You're thinking that moving to a new place would fix that. But I think that your spirit guides are saying that it isn't really going to fix that. Yay, Nina. Okay, so Nina, you'll be next. I'm on Silver Arrow right now. And then Queen Bee just ordered one. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Queen Bee, $20. Thank you. Okay, Queen Bee is going to be my last reading. If someone can put that in the live chat, that I'm not accepting any more readings, because once I get done with these, I won't have, I mean, the live stream is going to have to end. And I don't have a way of typing in there. But yeah, I mean, Silver Arrow, so I'm just supposed to visit those places. I mean, like I said, you can do whatever you want. You have free will. I think they just want to challenge you a bit and say, what's the real motivation for you moving there? Because it seems like you're using that as a band-aid for something that could be effectively fixed elsewhere. So I don't think that they're saying it would be bad for you to move, but they're understanding that you have some reason that you're wanting to move, that you're using that as a band-aid for. All right. So could you move to either of those places? Yes. They're not saying it would be bad for you. I hope that all of that makes sense. It's a little bit of a holistic answer. But I will look at the 2 places that you gave. So for SF, we get the 6 of Wands card. So if you moved there, I do see you being very successful. Yes, you understand it. Okay. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you could move to these places, but it's not going to fix whatever it is you're trying to put a Band-Aid on. So they want you to make sure that you're fixing that in a better way. But in any case, for SF, that location, we get the Six of Wands. So this is success, you know, like I do see this being a positive move for you. And the other one was F, and I get that Prince of Cups. And again, like it's a very moody Prince of Cups in this deck. So I feel that this is probably not a great, this could be very emotionally difficult if you went to F. Emotionally difficult, yeah, a hard time trusting people there maybe. But for SF, I do get a very positive energy here with the Six of Wands. And then for staying where you are, I get the Five of Pentacles. So I definitely see why you're motivated to leave, because where you're currently at, it does seem like maybe life feels like too much of a struggle and you're not succeeding. So I understand why you want to leave, but anyway, I think you understood. Well, you said you understood the whole answer to the question. And your reading got interrupted a little bit as I was doing a little bit of housekeeping there. We've got 4 minutes, but you know, if we need a few more minutes to wrap things up, that's perfectly fine because I had to do some housekeeping. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask, Silver Arrow? Usually it gets colder in the evening. I'm getting hotter. I don't know what that's about. I asked about the positives of being here. Oh, what are the positives of being in your current place? What are the positives of being in your current place? Well, the Nine of Cups, I mean, there's something or someone, there is a source of happiness here. What is her source of happiness? I feel like it's people, maybe even multiple people who make you very happy where you already are. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. There are people who are a source of love and happiness where you currently are. So that would be the positive. I love them, but they drive me nuts. Ain't that how it always is? Now you see my wild and crazy cheetah sweater that I had on underneath. I love them, but they drive me nuts. I get it. I definitely understand that. Well, we've got a few more minutes. If you had anything else to ask, Silver Arrow. And then I'm going to go to Nina. And after, should I visit SF and F? Okay. So for visiting, not moving, what would her experience be like? Visiting SF. Okay, I get the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Swords reversed. So I feel like it's like, it would definitely make you happy. And I think with the 7 of Swords reversed, that's probably not actually even a surprise to you. Visiting SF would definitely make you happy. And yeah, you would really enjoy it. So if you went there on a vacation, I also get the 9 of Pentacles. You would enjoy it. I think you already have a pretty good, whatever you're already projecting in your mind as what would be enjoyable about going there, you're correct. Your assumptions are correct, right? Because we have the 7 of Swords. Nothing is really hidden from you. No big surprises, but yes, you would definitely enjoy yourself visiting SF. And if you visited F, we get the Moon card and the 5 of Swords. Well, I don't see this as necessarily being bad, but I would say like it does give you a moment to be introspective. I would say if you want to feel introspective, go to F, visit there, because it gives you the time to really self-reflect and look inward and almost like surrender to self-reflection is what I'm getting. Surrendering to self-reflection. It isn't like a let's go on vacation and have a fun time, though. That isn't really the energy that I'm getting. It is, I personally kind of like this energy because I like self-reflecting, and I feel like you do too. But I'm just letting you know that that's what you would get there. Introspective, self-reflecting, a lot of going within, maybe a lot of personal insights, a lot of self-awareness, but it doesn't feel like I'm a tourist on vacation, you know, type of thing. Okay, timer went off, but like I said, we can wrap it up. Yes, makes total sense. Okay, I'm glad that it makes sense. Yeah, and like I said, I took a minute or two of your time to do homework there. So if you have anything else, go ahead. And then Nina will be next. We've got Nina, Ange, Nora, and Queen Bee. Not accepting any more. Oh, did someone just purchase something? Or is that's just Queen Bee still? Okay, thank goodness. All right. Aw, thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, Nina is back. I'm going to have to scroll way far back to see what your question was, Nina. Let me go back here. When I do the live stream in vertical, it's so much easier to have the live stream stays on the screen. It doesn't do that when I'm in horizontal. So I guess that's the solution. Okay, let's see. Okay, Nina, do I really focus on self-love right now? I hope you're safe and well. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your gift. Well, I appreciate that. You're very sweet. Do I focus on self-love right now? All right, Nina, I'm starting on your reading now. You purchased 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long time to be asking that. So make sure that you have other questions to ask, because we've got 20 minutes that you purchased. At least that's what I wrote down, that you purchased the 20-minute reading, which is longer than you would think it is. It's starting to get dark in here. Let's see. I'm going to have to... I do have a light over here. I'm going to have to turn it on, I think. Are you here, Nina? Okay, so are we focusing on self-love right now? Is what Nina wants to know. Is that what she needs to focus on? I mean, I would say like it's always a good idea to focus on self-love. But we'll see more what your spirit guides have to say about it. Okay. Turn this light on. Ooh, there we go. Are people still here? Nina? I know you just said you were here. I'm shuffling and I'm getting ready to start your reading now, Nina. I just want to make sure that the reading isn't stuck or something. Okay. Gabby, I didn't realize there were different prices for length of reading. I think 20 minutes for me would be okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't have a way of giving a refund, though. But yeah, we don't have to, I mean, we don't have to force the reading to last for that long. Nina, can you let me know if you're here? I just want to make sure that you are here in case you have any questions about what I'm saying before I start the timer on you. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. I will accept. Well, I don't know if Nina is here or not. I know she just said that she was. She could be having technological issues on her end, maybe. Well, I don't know where Nina is. Ange, are you still here? Because I don't want it to have to make people wait too long. And I know Nina was okay with waiting. She said no rush, so. Ange, are you still here? Asking about career, because we can go ahead and do your reading. If you are. Oh no! Everybody's dropping like flies. Well, I don't know if people just want me to go ahead and record their readings. Nora, are you here? Let's see. Nora? If Nora's not here, then I can read for Queen Bee, because I know she's here because she just posted. Okay. All right, we'll do Nora's, and then we'll just see who's here in the room. All right, so Nora, you were asking about which career, right? Oh, no. I see, you wrote multiple things here. Let me see. Oh, no, Ange was asking about career. Nora is saying, I just joined a new job. How is my new boss thinking of me and the future of our relationship? Okay. Okay, so Nora, and I'm not familiar with QR, so I'm not sure how many minutes it was you purchased, but I'll make sure that you get your questions answered thoroughly. All right. So Nora has just joined a new job, is wanting to know how your boss is thinking of you. So let's see here. Okay, well, so far so good. I mean, I feel like your new boss, no more readings, Fairyland. I'm sorry, but I'll come back and do live streams again. But I just don't have time to right now. I've already booked up. All right, Nora, your Your boss is represented by the Two of Swords. So I kind of feel like your boss has other things on their mind. They're not necessarily very preoccupied with you. They do feel peaceful about you. There's nothing about you that bothers them. There's definitely no negative thoughts that they have about you. But I do feel like they are kind of like in their head maybe about other areas of their life. Your boss does kind of appreciate you. You do make the boss feel peaceful, right? The boss is like, nothing to worry about with Nora. You know what I mean? And the shared energy is the Three of Pentacles. So that does show that your boss sees you as someone who is skilled and talented in what you're doing at work, and that you're someone that they can work cooperatively with. And they're seeing you as the Ten of Cups. I think they feel that you seem like more or less happy to be there. You know, so they've just noticed, like, it seems like you're getting accustomed to the job and, you know, doing okay. So yeah, that's how they're seeing you. I don't know if you had any like further questions about it, but like that's just what I'm getting. Like everything is very positive. They think you're acclimating to the job very well. They think that you seem to be happy with the job, which I think is what they want. That makes them feel at peace. And they think that you're talented at your job and that the two of you can work together collaboratively. They also see that you can work together with other people in the workplace. Like you're a team player. You're definitely an asset to the team. And you're a nice, likable person. Like they feel like you have a nice personality. And I think that you... Oh, okay. You can tell by the color of the chat box. Well, thank you. That does help. This is the first time I've taken payments via Super Chat like this. People have sent me Super Chats, but I've never taken it as payment and had to really think too much about all of that. But an issue happens with the department a few days ago. I feel the vibes are off ever since. Now, are you feeling like the vibes are off specifically from your boss or just generally? I'm getting the Queen of Swords. What is the Queen of Swords for Nora, and what is the Queen of Swords for your boss? I don't think that your boss, I mean, your boss is coming through as the Eight of Pentacles. In light of whatever that issue was, I don't think your boss is really bothered. Your boss is still kind of happy with the way things are going, or at least feeling positive that things can be worked through. Eight of Pentacles, it's very positive. I think you might be a little bit of having a heightened scrutiny. It's almost like you're expecting to be negatively evaluated. Does that make sense? But that doesn't mean that it's happening. Just because you feel like, oh, there are eyes on me, people are, you know, the boss is watching me and scrutinizing me, right? That's what you think is happening. But that the reality from your boss is your boss feels like things are going pretty well. Yeah, the boss doesn't have any issues with you. Well, I mean, I do this type of thing too. So I get it, but that's what's happening. You are projecting that. You're afraid that you're being judged or negatively evaluated because of whatever this was that happened, but you're not. Your boss is totally cool. Your boss is fine and thinking that you're doing a great job, actually. Actually, when I feel the energy of your boss, like this is a real chill vibes boss. Like this is not a boss who gets, you know, upset about small things all the time. You know, they have a really nice energy. And you may have had a lot of bosses in the past who were fussy or like got agitated about stupid things. This person isn't like that, which is really nice. And I understand that it feels rare sometimes when we get a boss that is just kind of like chill and relaxed and like respectful and sees you as a human being. And it's like, we're all human. Like, you're doing a great job, but that's their vibe. He likes to have fun and laugh. Yes, you can trust that. I know it's hard to trust that sometimes, that someone can just be like, hey, it's chill. We're not like, we don't need to constantly feel anxious all the time. This person, they're not interested in constantly feeling anxious, and they're definitely not interested in making someone else feel that way. It wouldn't even cross their mind. Obviously, there are a lot of people who become bosses because they like to do that to other people, which sucks. Yeah, this is not that type of boss though. So like, thank God, glory hallelujah, you finally have a boss who's going to treat you like a human being and be truly respectful. So yeah, try to trust that. You know, like, and also this is a boss who actually wants you to succeed, not just in your work life, but they want you to be a happy, well-rounded person. I don't think that this boss is necessarily going to be prying into your personal life or anything like that, but they do understand, you know, that you have a personal life. Like, they're seeing you as a whole person. Yeah, it's a very lovely energy. You know, and I say that because sometimes you get bosses too who actually don't want you to succeed and like will see you as a threat, and they try to like secretly undermine you, which is so stupid. You know, it's like, if you're doing a good job, that's going to reflect well on them, so they should want you to, you know, like, be doing well and getting ahead. And this boss, they want you to succeed. That this is someone who's going to encourage you. Queen Bee, I want a boss like this someday. Yeah, it feels nice. Now, the only negative thing I would say about this boss is that sometimes they might be a little bit too chill, to the point where they're not someone who has super high standards for themselves either, necessarily, in terms of like, they're not putting a lot of pressure on themselves too. Like, it's not someone who is lazy. I don't think that they're lazy. I think that they're just not necessarily always very astute or focused. You know, they might be like laid back sometimes to the point of not really being accurate even in their own work. But it's not the kind of boss who's going to make you feel anxious or be like, oh my God, you didn't do this or that, or you weren't perfect. Like, they don't expect anyone to be perfect. They also don't expect themselves to be perfect. Hello, Sweet Tooth Girl. I'm doing well. I'm not taking any more readings right now, but you're welcome to sit in for the rest of the live stream. Well, it's nice to have you. I will be doing live streams like this again in the future, but for right now, I can't take any more. But thank you. I like these fun earrings too. All right, so Nora, I hope that answered all your questions. We have a little over a minute left if you had anything else to ask. I can't take any new readings right now because I'm trying to close up. How will things be in the future at this job? Okay. Whoops. I'm sorry, you had already asked that actually, and somehow I missed it, but I'll make sure that I answer it well. Okay. So for Nora and her job, how are things going to be in the future? Well, I get the World card. I mean, it's like very positive. Like, this is like, and the Queen of Wands, like, this is a job that it's a great job. I think you're feeling good about what you're doing. You're treated really nicely and respectfully. And also, it's like, it gives you wings. Like, this Queen of Wands makes me feel like wings of opportunity. It opens up opportunities. It also helps you to see more of even of what you're capable of. It gives you a lot of confidence. That's what I see happening with this job going forward. Yeah, so it looks super positive. Yeah, I think it's, I mean, I just want to place emphasis on the fact that it's opening up possibilities for you that you maybe wouldn't previously have thought yourself capable of. So the biggest challenge that I see in the future is you will gain the confidence that you can take on more than you ever thought you could. And you definitely should embrace that, because there will be opportunities here. All right. Nina is here. Okay. Thank you, Nina. All right. So we got done with Nora. Thank you so much, Nora. That was a great reading. And now Nina. I'm going to scroll back again. Nina, tell me again what you wanted to ask about, because it will be a long scroll. So we've got Nina, Ange, Queen Bee, and then Noof. Noof, I did not give you I did not give you the go ahead, but it will just be a yes or no, you know, when I get to your reading, since that's what you said, because that's all I'm going to have time for. Okay, so Nina, what were you wanting to ask? Let me scroll back. It's going to scrolling. I know I just scrolled back earlier when you were gone, and I've already forgotten. My memory is not good. Okay, do I really focus on self-love right now? Okay. And thank you for your other kind messages, by the way. That was really sweet. All right, Nina. Should Nina really focus on self-love right now? I mean, I think that self-love is always a good focus, but we're going to open it up and see what your spirit guides have to say to you. And if you have other things that you want to ask along the way, we've got plenty of time here that you've paid for. 20 minutes, in fact. All right. So Nina, is self-love what she should be focusing on? Well, it's a resounding yes. I get 3 cards upright. I get the Emperor, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. So I think, Nina, it is basically self-love in the form of kind of putting yourself first. Like, there are many ways to express love to ourselves, right? And for you specifically, your spirit guides are saying, put yourself first. Do what is best for you. And yeah, do what's best for you, and don't allow yourself to feel bad about it, basically. I mean, I think that's what it is, because I'm clarifying this 4 of Cups. Also, do what's best for you. Like, put yourself first. What do you want? I mean, like, even with small things, like, what do you want the temperature to be, right? Put the temperature at whatever suits you, or like, what type of clothes do you want to wear? You know, stuff like that. Like, whatever you want to do, put yourself first. Do what you want to do. Don't be putting other people. Don't be like, ooh, but if I wear what I want to wear, you know, how is it going to impact other people? You got to put yourself first in all things. Know what you want and do that for yourself. Make yourself comfortable. And I think they're saying, like, so we can make ourselves comfortable with our choices. Like, I can choose to wear this cheetah sweater, even though some people may think it looks silly. And, but I'm putting myself first and choosing to wear this, right? Now, I could get into that 4 of Cups and be like, oh, now emotionally, yes, I've chosen to wear the sweater, but I'm still allowing myself to feel the emotions of judgment, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. I can't enjoy wearing the sweater. So I feel like that what they're saying in terms of self-love is like, do the things that make you feel comfortable, that you truly like to do, And then what you need to do is let go of anything emotionally that might pull you down about, how other people might react. So it's the external thing that you're doing. You're making choices to live your life according to your own terms. And you're letting go of anything that would keep you from enjoying that. You're supposed to enjoy living life on your own terms. That's your greatest form of self-love. You need to learn how to relax and enjoy living life on your own terms and not worry so much about other people. So that's it. That's the greatest thing about self-love. So I don't know if you had anything else to ask, but we'll see if your spirit guides have anything else that they want to say to you. First, I'll ask, do they have anything to say to Nina about this question on self-love? Yes. So again, about self-love, we've got the Magician, the Four of Swords reversed, and then the Nine of Cups. I think it's kind of a continuation, like continue to allow yourself to be happy and receive love from other people. I don't know if you're someone who's always concerned about how you're affecting other people, but like if you're not, that's great, because that is a great form of self-love. Like, let's say with this Magician, there's a certain conversation topic that you want to talk about. We have this Four of Swords reversed. It's almost like you're not putting everyone else in the room first. You're not thinking, well, what does Sandra want to talk about? What does Joey want to talk about? Let's make sure that, they get to talk about their interests or whatever. Just talk about what you're interested in. Ask the questions that you want to ask. It's like, allow the conversation to be yours when you have a hold of the conversation. And trust that people like the things that you pick for discussions. People like the things that you are talking about, so there's no need to cater to everyone else. Anything else your spirit guides have to say about self-love? It's like, so far they're giving you a list of ways to like do what you want to do and make yourself comfortable, follow your own interests. Okay, so I think that's all that they had to say about that. And now I'll ask if there's anything that they have to say to you, Nina, about anything else. But definitely chime in if you have any other questions. Okay. So they do have something else that they want to say. We have the Princess of Swords, the Tower card reversed, and the Temperance. There's something here about seeking the truth without becoming actually overwhelmed by the truth. So your spirit guides want you to seek the truth without becoming overwhelmed by the truth. What does that mean? Okay. We have the Three of Swords. Maybe sometimes you seek the truth and then it hurts your feelings or something. They do want you to continue to seek the truth, but why are you allowing the truth to hurt your feelings, is what they're saying. Because it feels like sometimes it puts you almost into an emotional spiral when you find out the truth. Maybe it's something like you would ask someone, what do you really think about me? But then when you get the answer, it spirals you. Or even maybe you go get tarot readings sometimes or something, and like you're getting answers, but the answer, even if it's the truth, the truth hurts. Your spirit guides want you to work on not allowing the truth to hurt. Oh, thank you so much, Nina, for saying that. And yeah, I mean, yes. And Noof is going to let me do a quick yes or no when I get to her. But yeah, they're saying, like, don't allow yourself to be hurt by the truth, because wouldn't you also want the opportunity to freely, truly freely speak your truth? Because when you speak the truth, are you necessarily wanting to hurt someone else's feelings when you do it? No. But isn't it nice to like free up that throat chakra and be able to still speak the truth? Yes. Right? So they're saying, like, give other people that opportunity, like you wanting to know the truth. So allow that to happen and try not to take it so personally or to get hurt by it when the truth is spoken by other people, because you are not trying to hurt other people's feelings when you speak the truth either. All right, anything else that your spirit guides want to say about that? And like I said, chime in if you have any other questions. Okay, so they're done with that particular topic. Anything else that we want Nina to know? So they're saying no. I mean, I'm getting a no. There's nothing else. Like, they do want you to know your strength, right? And I think that's what they're reinforcing with this, like not allowing it to hurt your feelings. If other people don't like you putting yourself first, or if other people don't like you speaking your truth, it's okay. It's okay. We good. But yeah, like, you're a very strong person. So they want you to understand that in terms of emotional strength too. Like, allow yourself to be a strong person who isn't so hurt. You know, like, you don't want to feel that pain in your heart that you feel sometimes in response to things. I mean, it's easier said than done. I'm sure you don't want to feel that either. So what's their advice? They're just saying, like, go easy on yourself. It takes time to get to the point where we're not hurt by other people. It's like a muscle that you have to continue to flex, right? Seven of Pentacles, it's like something that you cultivate and you have to keep cultivating. But they want you to do that. They want you to flex that strength, that emotional strength you have of not allowing things to bother you so much. Maybe not taking things personally, again, or even caring. Like, who cares if someone likes what sweater you're wearing, right? You know, and if someone's hurt by the truth, it's like, well, but it was the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't my goal to hurt you with the truth, but I thought you probably could need that clarity of the truth, right? When we speak our truth to other people, we're trying to give them a clarity that is helpful to them. It may hurt their feelings in the process, but like, what do we want to prioritize? Your spirit guides are saying prioritize speaking your truth and being honest. But they're also saying prioritize allowing yourself to hear the truth from other people and not taking it personally in a way where it's like an arrow to the heart, right? It shouldn't feel like that. You don't deserve for it to feel like that. So we still have like 9 minutes left, Nina. Your spirit guides themselves aren't having anything that they want to bring up. But if you have questions, they're willing to answer them. You know, on the spirit guide end of it, sometimes they have things that they definitely want us to know. But they're still available and they can give guidance on things that would not necessarily be the questions that they would ask if they were you, or, you know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Oh, you hope you didn't miss mine. Well, I've been doing it. Do you have anything else to ask? You can scroll back and listen to it. This is your time. This is your moment to ask anything else you have to ask, Nina. If not, I'm going to have to move on because You can always scroll back in the live stream and hear what I said so far to answer your questions. And your spirit guides did have a lot to say in addition to that. I thought you were here because you said you were here, Nina. You said you were here. And reasonably, I thought that meant that you were here. If I don't hear from you soon, I'm going to have to move on because I do still have 3 readings to do. And I've already been on here for 2 hours. So other people have been waiting a long time. Okay. So Ange is next. I'm going to go ahead and start moving on to Ange. And then we have Queen Bee. So I think Ange, I've got to remind myself because y'all know by now how my memory is. Okay, what career is best for me? Ange, are you here? Okay, great. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to Ange. And asking what career is best for me. Okay, I hope this is something that I can read with tarot, Ange. It's a wonderful, I love tarot. It's great for divination. But reading something like what type of career is not easy, but we're gonna do it. Oh, well, if you have other questions, you can. Go ahead and ask anything. We have plenty of time. We have 10 minutes. I mean, I'm going to ask the cards and see what it says. I'm just saying, like, I hope I can understand and translate it. Certain questions are just harder to translate. Like, for example, people ask me sometimes, where will I meet my next partner or something? And, like, that's always one that's very difficult for me to understand. Like, the tarot is probably trying to tell me the answer. It's just, like, it's not something that's easy to translate. But career, we're going to see what the tarot says. What career is best for Ange? Well, we get the Justice. I mean, something, so that is actually pretty straightforward. Go ahead. If you have any other questions, though, you know, you can let me know. But I will say, the Justice card indicates that, I mean, going into a career that involves justice, like the legal system. We're talking about the legal system here. Yeah, I'm asking legal system. Something with the legal system would be a good career option. Have you ever thought of going into something related to law? Like being a lawyer or something related to the court system, the legal system. I mean, the legal system involves a lot of different things, so there are lots of different careers you could have, but like as a sort of field of interest. You know, when I specifically did my yes or no here, I feel like, it was a yes. You would do good working in the legal system. So there's an answer for you. Okay. I've done a few things. They haven't worked out for me. Nothing in legal system, but in counseling. Like psychological counseling type of things. I'm studying at the moment, but just started, so maybe it's that. Well, I mean, the Prince of Pentacles is someone who's just at the beginning of something. So it would be like being like entry level. Let me see what they say about counseling. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups reversed. I mean, It could be, I mean, to me, the Nine of Cups is saying that you might be thinking that this is your wish fulfillment, but it isn't really, you know, because the Nine of Cups upright is a card of wish fulfillment, but here it's reversed. It's almost like maybe you're trying to force this to be the right pathway for you. You're trying to force it to be something that will make you happy. But I mean, you know, I think they're saying, like, so we have the Justice card, the Prince of Pentacles upright, Five of Swords reversed. It's like, I feel like they're saying, like, if you found some sort of entry-level job in the legal system, something that didn't require a degree, but just entry-level, just so you could try it out, you would find that any thoughts that you had, Five of Swords reversed, any thoughts that you had that the legal system is not the right option for me, would be removed. Just by you trying it at the entry level, you would realize, oh, actually this could actually be the right path for me. Because I feel like, I mean, you asked the question, and actually, despite my hesitation, your spirit guides were pretty clear. Legal system. I mean, again, there are many careers within the legal system, but like, if you find something that's entry level that you could go ahead and work in without having to get some extra degree or something, I think they're saying you should try it, you know, or try taking a class, like try taking a law class, I don't know, as an extracurricular to open the doorway that way. But the Prince of Pentacles is like willing to at least like put their foot in the door and see how it feels, right? Like feel it out. So that's what I would suggest, based on what I'm seeing in the cards here. Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Yeah, so there are easy ways of trying it out without like fully immersing yourself. You don't have to get the whole law degree, but like you could take a class in law or something, just to kind of see, or you could get some sort of entry-level part-time job even, you know, just to kind of see what it's like. Maybe a legal cleric or something. Again, I don't know enough about the legal system to know what entry-level jobs there are, but there have to be, because lots of people are employed by the legal system, you know, like not everyone has a degree to do what they do. All right, so we've got like 4 minutes left. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask, or maybe you already did ask and I don't know, have not thought of this, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say too much about it specifically, but there's a career that my guides have encouraged me towards recently that for a multitude of reasons I never would have really considered. And, you know, sometimes it's just how it is. Can I ask if the other thing in my mind would work out? Okay, so just a yes or no question. Would the other thing in her mind work out? Well, we're getting a no. So, I mean, I don't know specifically what it is you're asking about, but we have the Five of Cups reversed, the Hanged Man, and the Prince of Pentacles reversed. I think, first of all, it's almost like the timing wouldn't be right with this Hanged Man. It wouldn't work out because the timing wouldn't be right. There would be, I don't know, I'm just feeling like the timing wouldn't be right for it to work out. If she waited, could it work out if she waited? If she gave it more time, or if she waited for a better time, could it potentially work out? I think they're saying, like, if you gave it more time, by the time it would work out, you would be on to something else anyway. So it's like the timing isn't working out now, and because it's not working out now, if you ever got to the point where it would work out, like you wouldn't be ready for it. Whatever this is that's you're wanting to work out, it's not going to work out for you right now. And by the time that person or situation would be ready to work out for you, you'll be doing something else. You'll be involved in something else. Okay, I feel that I don't want to wait. Right. And that's great because it looks like to me you're going to find something else anyways that does work for you. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to put yourself on pause. And you shouldn't, because it's not going to work. Well, in the meantime, if you do think in a few years, I mean, but in the meantime, you should definitely try other things. That's what I would get from this. Okay, here. Let's see. Queen Bee, I appreciate your patience so much. I would like insight into upcoming love and career. All right. So, Ange, I hope that I answered your questions well, and I hope you're feeling comfortable with the reading. We've got only 17 seconds left, so I'm going to go ahead and transition. And we've got Queen Bee, and then we've got Noof. Okay. All right, so you purchased 20, well, you said 20 minutes would be plenty. So I think I've got 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, I'm glad that it resonated. Even the legal thing. All right. You challenged me. You challenged me. Let me actually start the time again here. Cancel. Okay, I'm going to restart the time for Queen Bee. So you wanted the future of love and the future of career. I'm not going to be available in half an hour. So, yeah. I'm not accepting any more readings. Okay, do you want to start with love or do you want to start with career, Queen Bee? Okay, love first. Okay, you heard me shuffling. I was shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Okay, let me start the timer. And I get the Justice card again. Well, the future for you in love, I mean, I think this, first of all, this is a good card for love. I see a relationship, first of all. This is relationship energy. It's a clearly defined relationship, right? This is a relationship that has a label on it, right? It's not a situationship. It is a relationship with that specific label on it, clearly defined. And I would say it's with someone you're really compatible with. The Justice card is associated with the sign of Libra, which is a Venus-ruled sign. And I'm not saying that to say that either of you are Libras. I'm just saying, like, this is about, like, finding the right partner, finding the person who's right for you. It's a person who really complements you correctly. Yeah, that's perfect. So, like, we can definitely look more into it. If there's specific things you're wanting to know about this future relationship, let me know. Like if you're wanting to know specifically about timing or whatever. But in the meantime, I'm just going to pull what else I see here. I do feel like, okay, so I've already said this is the right person for you, okay? But I do feel like there is a bit of a slow build up with this person. And that doesn't mean that they're the wrong person, right? Lots of relationships get off to a slow start. There's a slow build. And that's just the way that it needs to work for those two particular people. And I think that's the case for you because we have the 5 of Pentacles, the Princess of Cups and the Two of Swords. So it's like easy does it. The two of you are going to kind of ease into this relationship. It's not going to be like, oh, we meet and fall in love and then we're in a relationship overnight. Funny, because I keep telling people that I've yet to find the right one for me. Well, you're going to, okay? And we can look at timing and everything like that as well in terms of when you'll meet this person. But when you do, it's going to be a slow build, but that is what you need in order to feel your best. It's best for you. It will make you feel good that the pace is kind of a slow build, actually. And I do so many tarot readings, and I'm not projecting this onto you and saying that you're like this, but a lot of times people want things to go so quickly. And that's just not the energy here. To me, it's like you, for your own self, for your own peace of mind, will want it to be a slow build. It's building up slowly, right? But as it builds up slowly, it's gaining momentum. And what I feel with this Princess of Cups and Two of Swords is like it allows you and this person to open up to each other and have this emotional intimacy. It allows you to feel safe in developing that emotional intimacy. Not like we have to rush in and immediately know everything about each other or open up immediately about all of our past and our, you know, it's not going to be like that. And you're saying, yes, in the past, it's been fast start and fast end. Aha! That's why this is the person, the Justice card person. That's why this is the right person for you, because it's not even just the right person, it's the right approach. The two of you are approaching it in the way that will allow it to be like the right relationship. The relationship that develops in the right way. Like everything is right. Everything is the way that it needs to be for you. Yeah. And then we get the slow of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, which is again a slow energy. But you know, in most decks, the Seven of Pentacles shows a farmer leaning on his hoe, and you know, he's trying to create his harvest, but the harvest doesn't come overnight either. Like if you plant pumpkins, it takes a long time for those pumpkins to grow and be ready to harvest, right? So if we want our Cinderella happily ever after, that doesn't happen overnight either, right? I mean, it doesn't ever happen because nothing is a fairy tale like that. But when we want to find the right person for us, it does take time to develop. Okay, so how soon from now is she gonna meet this person? Okay, first of all, is this someone she has already met just in her life? I just have to ask, is this someone she has already met in her life or no? We get a no. This is gonna be a new person, but it's maybe not a new archetype, because the Fool is reversed. There's something about the person that's not new. So maybe this person is your type in some kind of way, is how I would read that. But it's a new person. So you're not revisiting someone. It's not an old friend from high school that you never dated, but now you're going to date. No, it's a new person who you will never have met before. But there's something about them that is maybe your type in some kind of way. Is it like their looks or their personality or something else? I feel like it's something about this person's personality that is maybe similar to what you've been attracted to in the past. So if you've been attracted to different types of people, it's just like something about this person will remind you of someone you've been in the past. Or if you have a type, then it would be that type of personality that you tend to be attracted to. And I'm getting the King of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reversed. So I don't know, like the King of Wands reversed to me is a little bit of, this can be someone who comes across as maybe a little overconfident or even a little arrogant sometimes. I know I'm not making them sound great, but it's like the two of you, you know, They might be, you know, they might come across a little too strong sometimes. They come across as a little bit like bossy or want it my way, or when I want attention, I want attention. But at the same time, we have this Seven of Cups reversed. Like, this is someone, I think you'll be able to tell, like, they're a very deep person. Like, there's the potential for a very strong, it's like you understand this person on a deep psychological level. And I think you understand that that bravado that they're putting out there is kind of just a mask. It's like you see beneath that swagger and that sort of like cockiness. They're going to be a little bit of swagger, cockiness type of person. But I think you see beneath that and you understand that that is a little bit of a front to cover up the fact that this person has maybe a lot of deep-seated psychological issues, actually, with the Seven of Cups reversed. But it's also someone who has, you know, they're very good. They have a lot of skills and talents. Legitimately. Now I'm probably scaring you, Queen Bee. But they're very skilled and talented. Like, this is someone who, like, when they put themselves towards a career, like, they really make good on that career with this Three of Pentacles. Like, this person is very talented. They are good at making money as well. They're good at making money. I feel like they're also talented at about a lot of different things. They may have been involved in a lot of different types of professions before in their life with Three of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune, because they're just good at, so they've had to dip their toes into a lot of different things. Yes, you definitely will be connected on a deeper level. I do feel a little bit too with the Judgment card. This is the type of person who kind of likes to reinvent themselves from time to time. Anything else she needs to know about the person? We've got about 11 minutes left. I know you wanted to ask about career as well, but this is pretty cool information. So I want to see what else. I feel like the two of you will both initiate equally. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun card reversed. So it's not like one person is the recipient of the attention and the other person is always giving attention. You both are equally initiating, right? So again, like I talked about this slow build. So like you'll both call or text or whatever an equal amount. It's very, both of you are doing that. It's not on one person to feel like they have to keep the ball rolling. Both of you are doing that. How much time from now does my spirit think this may come together? Okay. Yes, it's a good question. Okay, so will it be within a year or will it be longer? It's going to be within a year, so let's narrow it down. Will it be within 6 months or will it be from 6 to 12? I think it's going to be closer to like 6 to 12 months from now. So this is November. So it could be maybe around the middle to the end of next year. So maybe anywhere from summer to fall of next year, I guess. Yeah. So almost a year from now, but maybe a little less than a year. Does that make sense? Timing is not easy, but I would say it's in that ballpark. Maybe like August, September, October, November, somewhere around there. Any advice that you would have for her about this person? I think that they're basically just saying to, you know, and this could be just an energetic thing, but they do want you to still be open to other people in the meantime, and like definitely open to exploring your feelings. Because we have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles reversed. It's almost, it's like they're saying like, you don't have to start having the relationship now. Like you've not even met the person. So like if you want to go on dates with other people or talk to other people, or if you just have like feelings or a crush, like allow yourself to emotionally explore it. Allow yourself to go on dates if you want, stuff like that in the meantime. So that's just their advice there. Did you have any other specific questions about this future relationship, or did you want to ask about career or anything else? That's funny, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit guys, they can be pretty funny sometimes. But they see things from a higher perspective from us. From their perspective, they just see things differently. Then they see past our human nature in order to see what is actually best for us. I did want to ask about XB, how he feels about me. Okay, I'd be glad to. So let's look into her ex, whose first initial is B, the one that is on her mind. Well, okay. So this is his energy, which is the King of Cups. So he definitely still has feelings for you. So we'll start there. The shared energy is the Strength and the High Priestess reversed. And then this is how he's seeing you, as the Queen of Pentacles. He still definitely sees you as a high value woman. He still sees you as someone who would be a great partner. Definitely still has both feelings for you and also like physical attraction for you as well. And also, I think he feels, because we have the High Priestess reversed. It's almost like I know too much. It's almost like he feels like I know too much about her. It's hard to let go. It's hard to let go. It's hard for him to let go of you because he knows too much about you. It's like he's become too familiar with you, and that's what makes him sad. It would be easier for him to move on if he hadn't gotten to know you so well, I guess, is kind of how it feels to me. Like, there's no mystery. I mean, it's the High Priestess is reversed. Like, y'all know each other really well, or at least that's how he views it. And that's what's making it hard for him, basically. What else about his feelings here? I do feel like he would kind of like to give it another shot. But also he feels like in order to give it another shot with you, he doesn't know how to do it without creating friction. He's like, well, how could I even open that can of worms again without maybe causing trouble? Or like, it's almost like maybe we would have to revisit past arguments or something, or revisit past disagreements in order to start again. And he's like, I just want to start fresh, you know, but he's like, he doesn't really see that as a possibility. Because again, I know too much. You all know too much. You have too much familiarity. You've been, he was more attached than I was and feels that we were meant to be. Yeah. We always end up in arguments. Yeah. And he's like, I want to just be able to start fresh and not have to revisit. I think part of it is like he's afraid old arguments will resurface and those will have to be dealt with before you could even begin to start again. Would you even work out if you started again? I don't think so. Not with this Ten of Swords. I think that's dead on arrival. Yeah. And, Yeah, I don't see it working. And then the Five of Cups. No. I mean, I just see pain and disappointment. It would end. It would end, and it wouldn't feel great. It wouldn't be a happy ending. It would be a painful ending. So just gotta be honest there. Very straightforward. Yeah. Yeah, your spirit guides were not beating around the bush with that one. They're not trying to give you false hope. Is he already with someone else? Let me see. Is he already with someone else? No, I don't think so. I mean, I think he might have his eye on a few different people, just kind of seeing what else is out there. But I don't think he sees anyone that he really sees that potential with yet of being his happiness. But no, I don't think he's with. I feel that he is single. I would say that he is trying to look good. He does want to attract someone. He does want to be attractive. So he is trying to make himself look good for that reason. Yes, he started lifting weights before we broke up. That makes sense because, like, look at the shoulders on this guy. This guy's got some, like, cut shoulders. I don't know how clear the image is there, but, like, that's what was making me think that, too, is, like, this is someone who wants to look good. Oh, you started losing weight, too. I mean, that's a good sign, actually, that both of you are, like, doing these improvements and, like, looking better and feeling better. I'm assuming losing weight is something that you wanted to do because it is for most people. Sometimes people lose weight and it's not what they want. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a kind of a good sign because in a way it's like signaling maybe, it's just signaling, I think, that you are ready for something new, you know. Okay, why wouldn't it work out? Let's ask. So why wouldn't it work out? Like, what would be the reason that it would not work out? Well, I mean, you kind of answered it before. Like, you're the Princess of Wands, he's the Princess of Pentacles, and then there's this Tower card. It's like it creates too much conflict and too much drama that he is more interested in settling down. He's more serious about it than you. You are attracted to him, but maybe you are just not quite like, I want to settle down and be your wifey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like the two of you have different intentions, basically, or like you want different things out of it. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that sound correct to you? I mean, so the Princess of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Like, I think it's like you're willing to see the potential. He's fiery and I'm water sign, so we do clash. I guess I figured if we made changes, we could be more peaceful together. I mean, I think that you're willing to open up the door to the potential that the two of you could, you know, like, last forever, right? Plant the seed. But, like, he's almost wanting to put the cart before the horse because, like, he wants the two of you to, I don't know, he's just more ready. He's just more ready for that commitment than you are. That's just what I feel like. So I don't know. And then the shared energy is the Tower card. It's just a very combustible energy. And then we have the Judgment card. It's like also there's this energy of the two of you. When you change, you don't change in a way that's complementary because everyone changes. We all change at certain times. But when you're a couple and you want that relationship to last, you each have to be changing in ways that the other person can continue to accept and to continue to be okay with. And I just feel like there would be, and you might be the one who's more likely to change, because you have more of a changeable energy. He has more of a grounded energy with that Prince of Pentacles. It could also, Princess of Pentacles, it's also like he could be expecting you to act more demure or something, and kind of hide your light in a way. It's just too much conflict. I mean, basically, it's too much conflict. Too much conflict, not enough complimenting each other, which, you know, but your spirit guides did say, like, it is good for you to explore your feelings and not deny. Like, so if you still have feelings for him, it's like, it's actually good for you to continue to work through those and not pretend that they don't exist. If you have feelings or attractions to other people, same thing. It's good to, like, be honest, be like, I'm super into that person. I want to talk to them, you know? But yeah. So you paid $20, so, like, we could go further if you want. I know you said earlier that 20 minutes would be enough, but, like, you obviously, I'm going to restart the timer. Yes, I restarted the timer for 20 minutes because you paid $20, which would be like 40 minutes. So I don't care to go 40 minutes, like, you paid for that. Okay, so let's ask about Crush Nate at work. And I have to get a drink of water here. Okay, what is Nate thinking, and is he interested? Yes. Ooh. Yeah, he's interested. He's, like, overwhelmed with interest. Gosh, this 7 of Cups keeps coming up today. So he's the 7 of Cups. The Ace of Swords is like a resounding yes as the central energy. He's like, there's no doubt here. He's definitely interested. And he's seeing you as the Ace of Cups. Like, he thinks you're so sweet. He thinks you're sweet and kind. And that's what he's attracted to about you. Like, he likes the fact that you are nice. Also, he thinks you're hot. He feels like there's something about you, like you just shine or stand out, even though he also feels like you're humble. You're humble. It's like you're a pretty girl, but you're also a nice girl, right? Like, sometimes the pretty girls, they can get away with not being so nice, but he's like, you're that pretty girl who's also just, like, nice and, like, super humble. That's how he sees you. I catch him looking at me, but he's, like, shy to talk more. We have little conversations. Yeah. Well, he's overwhelmed. I mean, the 7 of Cups, you can see from the imagery here, like, he's definitely having emotional fantasies about you. Like, I would say he imagines in his head, like, maybe conversations, or imagines, it's not, when I say fantasies, it's not really sexual. I'm not saying that he doesn't think about that at all, but it's more like emotionally based. Like, he wants to connect with you more emotionally. Oh, it's like he's imagining, like, kissing you and stuff, but, like, he's imagining sweetness. Like, he wants to have an emotional connection to you. He definitely does. Yeah. Yeah, and this is like him staring at you and stuff. Like, I do feel like it's hard for him to overcome. I think he feels a little bit self-conscious. Oh, your heart is racing. I think he feels a little bit self-conscious. Sometimes. Yeah, he does feel self-conscious and a little bit defensive. Like, he doesn't like people looking at him. I don't think he really likes the way that his body looks or something. Or something about his looks. He doesn't like it, and he gets self-conscious. He's younger than me. I'm in my 30s, and he has to be in his 20s. Well, I mean, he's definitely into you, so It's not a problem on his end. His end is more like his confidence in his body image, I feel like. Yeah, but like this is how he sees you. Like he's like, oh, she's so sweet. She's like this perfect little angel, like would never hurt anyone. There's something about you that seems very serene. He likes talking to you and he wants to talk to you more. Like he has a lot of things that he wants to bring up, in like a ton of things. Like he wants to talk to you about everything under the sun. He might be imagining these conversations too. There's a car pulling into this parking lot. I'm at the library and it's like they're pulling in with like the slowness of death. I'm like, why are you moving an inch a mile, an inch an hour? I don't know. Oh, you imagine conversations too with him? Well, that's interesting. Like, yeah, you both, it seems like maybe then you both have a lot to talk to each other about. Like, he definitely does. I feel like there will be more opportunities for the two of you to talk. And actually, I think he is going to become more confident and maybe move past that self-confidence a little bit. And interestingly enough, this is just what I'm predicting. You can let me know later if I'm right. It's like as he sort of like loosens up and gets more comfortable and more confident, I think he'll start to seem less appealing, because it's almost like when he starts talking finally, you're just like, oh. I know you've had some conversations already, but I'm just saying, like, as there are more conversations and he's like initiating more conversations, you might just be kind of like, all right, maybe he's not quite what I thought he was or something. But yeah, his confidence is going to build. Yes, that's kind of what I see. Like I said, that's what I'm seeing. You can let me know later on. His confidence will grow, and it's off-putting to you because it's not that you don't want to see someone be confident, but it's like that the parts of himself that he's willing to show you once he is more confident are just not appealing. You're just, I don't know how else to put it. So anyway, that's what I'm getting about Nate. Is there anything else you wanted to ask about? Or if you want to ask more about him? Okay, wondering about career. All right, and so you're just wondering what the future of your career is? Let's start with that. What's the future of her career? We had a great reading come out of just starting with that for the love. So where is her career going? What's the future hold for her? Well, you're going to. I mean, what is this? Usually when people ask me for predictions about things like this, it's not this, what you're getting. You will find a good long-term job, and like one that you make a lot of money at with this Ten of Pentacles. Like something that you're with for many, many years. Like it could be finally you find the job that you're with for the rest of your life, but if not, it'll be like at least a decade. It could be a few decades, but like I feel at least a decade, and you will make good money at this. And it'll be something you really enjoy doing. Spirit has finally heard your complaints. Well, sometimes it's just lucky, and then like people really, they get the predictions that they're wanting to get, and that more often than not, when people ask these questions, that's not the answer they're getting. And it can be uncomfortable as a tarot reader to have to deliver those messages. But yeah, I mean, I see like definitely things are going to continue to improve in this area of your life with the Six of Swords. And yeah, you're gonna be finding the career that's right for you, that you enjoy, that you make good money at as well, because we all know that that matters. And Nine of Pentacles, it's like you are really going to find the right career. So how is she going to do this? How is it going to come about? Well, basically with the Seven of Pentacles, by not giving up. Like, this is the card of like, try again. I think people are moving slow because they see me in my car and I have this light on. And it's probably making me look real weird because it's dark out. So they're probably just like, what the hell is she doing over there? But anyway. Maybe that's, I don't know. I mean, sorry I'm making such a spectacle of myself. But yeah, I mean, you're going to get there basically because you don't give up. And it's like, try again. Like, I tried this, it didn't work. But like, you're finally going to find what does work, right? So if you're feeling like nothing I do works, well, you're going to find it. So how long from now is it going to be until I tend to assume everything is about me. It could be something totally else that's causing them to pause. But they're like, so there's a driveway that leads out of the library parking lot, and they've stopped there. So I don't know. Maybe they stopped and they're looking at their phone for something. Who knows? Maybe they're looking up directions to get somewhere. I don't know. All right. So what about the timing? Like, is it going to be 1 year from now or less? Okay, so about a year. So it's actually the same timing. And we have the Empress card in reverse. I feel like, so Empress, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands also reversed. Maybe when you start this job or start down this career path in about a year from now, you might at first, I think you'll like it in the beginning, but you might not like it to the point where you are really believing that it's going to be this future for you. But you're like, well, this is pretty nice. Let me try it for, a while and see how it goes. But I feel like once you get into it, then you're like, oh no, this is me. At first it's like, try it, you might like it. And then you do try it and you're like, yeah, this is totally it. This makes, I feel empowered, like I feel in charge of my life. Yeah. But it's not like you're going to dislike the job when you start. You'll like it from the beginning. So don't get me wrong there. But like the Empress reverse is a little, especially with the 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands reverse. It's kind of like, again, like I said, like, I like it well enough that I'm going to try it. But there's a little bit of it may not be good enough for me with the Empress reverse kind of energy. But yeah, in any case, you'll try it and you will like it a lot and you'll feel like it's really like the right thing for you. Anything else about this career? I feel like you're going to stay with this career till the end of as long as you work, until you decide to retire, basically. Because we get the 10 of Swords reversed and then the 4 of Swords. This will be the career that you retire from. And you may not exactly retire, because I feel like even if there gets to a point when you kind of technically retire, I see you like hanging out with people that you knew from this career. Like, you'll form long-lasting friendships. There's a lot of camaraderie. So it's almost like I get the feeling of you and a group of other maybe retirees, like getting together for tea or to go on cruises or something. I don't know, whatever it is you like to do, but like catching up, doing shop talk for whatever. I mean, I'm not picking up for you what this specific career is. And I feel like when I asked just now, I got the 9 of Swords, which is, to me, it's always like, don't worry about it. Like, that isn't important. like it's going to happen a year from now, so you'll know then, but it's not important necessarily, but yeah. I feel like you're going to be very well loved. Like people in this career are really going to love you. Oh, I almost feel like you're going to become like a mama hen to a lot of people. Like maybe there are a lot of people in this career that need a mother figure in your life. Like I don't know if you see yourself that way or not, but like it's you know what it makes me think of is like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves almost. Maybe there will be a lot of men in this career and you're one of the few women or something, but like regardless, I feel there's that Snow White and the Seven Dwarves energy where you're like, you're very beloved and like you're kind of like everyone just thinks you're the greatest and like you're so great, you're so loving. Oh, we love you so much. We would do anything for you. Oh, you're helpful and kind. Yeah. Like overwhelmingly, like that's also like how you're going to be in this career, and it's how people see you. Like they just love you to death. All right, it says I have 0 viewers right now. I don't know how that is because you're responding to me. But yeah, so it looks really good so far. I don't know if there are any, is there any, yes, go ahead, you definitely can. We've got 5 minutes, so, and then I don't know if Noof is still here because it says 0 viewers. And, but anyway, hopefully Noof will be here when we're done with you. We'll focus on you for now. Will I get married in this life and have at least 1 child? I'm going to answer that question, but like I do want to put out the disclaimer that I think I said. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here. I do want to put out the disclaimer, which I think I said earlier. You may or may not have heard it, but like some things in life are destined, but very few. What that means is when we look at predictions, usually we're looking at what is the strongest potential outcome. But unless it's something that is definitely destined, which like I said, most things are not, then like it could or couldn't happen. So let's say, for example, if we get a no, that doesn't necessarily mean it's set in stone. Also, if we get a yes, that doesn't necessarily mean it's set in stone. But we will see, like based on the energies, based on the strongest likelihood, is she going to get married in this life? I'm going to start with that part of it first. Is she going to get married in this life? Okay, so I do have a yes. Although it's the Justice card reversed. You are going to get married in this life. Why is the Justice card reversed? Okay, it's not supposed to be reversed. Yeah, you'll get married and only once with this Ace of Wands. You will get married. It will only happen once. So only 1 marriage. And will you have at least 1 child? Yes, I'm getting a yes for that as well. And it will be with this spouse. So that's good. That's probably what you were wanting. Yeah. And I feel like this person will be like a very sweet and helpful co-parent to you as well. Like spouse and co-parent. Okay. Okay, will there be more than 1 child? Will there be more than 1 child? I'm getting a no here. Because so this was my yes card, this is my no card, and this is a higher trumping card. The Justice card keeps coming out. So I think it's saying like, it doesn't seem likely. Again, like I said, unless something is totally destined, you know, it can change. But they're saying like, you probably are not going to have more than 1 child, but that is actually what's right for you. even if right now you think that it's not, but like all that with like a grain of salt of what I already said about destiny and whatnot. When I ask, you know, how should she view this in terms of like, you know, if she wants to have more children than one, obviously she can pursue that. We get the Six of Wands. They're saying you definitely should go after what you want. You should try to make happen what you want in life, right? Yeah. So be empowered. Go after what you want in life, regardless of what has been predicted. I was told by a tarot reader years ago I would marry once. Oh, that's funny because I said the same thing. And it would be for many years. So this sounds like the same. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. They're also saying like, listen, even if you don't conceive again, you'll have fun trying. They're like, girl, have fun trying. All right, we've got 47 seconds left. That was really fun. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Queen Bee. And then Noof said that she was here, and yours was a yes or no question. And I'm going to have to scroll back, Noof. I don't remember what your yes or no question was. I know it was about another person. Okay, is he coming back to apologize? Okay, can you give me, well, if you want to give me like his first name or just his initial, or at the very least, I want you to really concentrate on him right now so that I can make sure that we're really tuned in. Okay, so focus on this guy. And make sure we get an accurate answer for you. And what was the question again? Is he going to come back and apologize? Is that what you said? This is how awful my memory is. I've already... Okay, is he coming back to apologize? Is George coming back to apologize? All right. Is George coming back to apologize? I'm going to do a 3-card spread. I'm going to get a yes. Yeah. 2 cards are upright, so that to me is a yes. We got the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords reversed. I feel like it's like he doesn't want to leave any stone unturned. He doesn't want to leave anything unsaid, especially, well, like the positive things. What he has to say is positive and loving. He wants to make sure you understand how much he cares about you, and he doesn't want to hold anything back. Like, he wants to show the love. He doesn't want to try to hide how much he cares about you. He wants it to be obvious to you. He wants to be very sweet and very loving when he does that. I know you just said yes or no, but I am going to see about timing for you because you probably want to know. Is it weeks, months, or years? I feel like maybe 4 months or less from now would be the timing. So when I ask weeks, months, or years, the strongest card was the months card, which is a 4 card, the Emperor, but it's reversed, which to me is like slightly less than that amount. So somewhere between 3 to 4 months from now is what I would expect timing-wise. You're very welcome. Yeah, I kind of like to explain how I'm determining things. Sometimes I like to explain it. Sometimes I would just be like... But anyway, I think it is maybe helpful to people to understand my process. But all right, we got to the end of it. This was really fun. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the live stream now because I've really got to use the bathroom. But this was great. I'm glad that I did this, and I will definitely do it again. Yes, it takes it. Once I end the live stream, it takes a long time for YouTube to process it. But once it is processed, it'll be up on my channel, so you can refer back to it. But like when I say it takes a long time, it's like, I don't know, it feels like it takes maybe sometimes 24 hours or something. Oh, thank you, Noof. at least 12 to 24 hours. So it won't be available to view again until sometime tomorrow. Well, thank you so much for your gifts to me and for your patience. Thank you so much for being patient. And I hope that you got the answers and clarity that you needed. But yes, unless some horrible thing happens technologically to cause it to not, it should, once YouTube processes it, it'll be up on my channel. When you go to my channel page, it says videos and then lives, and then just click on lives, and then you'll see all of the lives. You can just look for the one where, well, I guess at the beginning of it, I'm in my hoodie, so never mind, but all right, but you'll see it. All right, guys, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.